Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley. I also go by aashwarr and aashwarr plays over on TikTok. And I'm finally filming my favorite cast custom content for you guys. This has been very highly requested, and now that the Sims 4 base game is available for everyone, I thought this was the perfect time to make this video. And so we're just going to jump right into the video. All of the mods and custom content that I mentioned will be on my Tumblr page in the resources section, and I'll have the direct link for this in my description. Okay, before we get into the custom content, let's talk about the mods that I have in cast first. So as you can see here, I have a custom cast background. The cast background that I'm using is by Spooky Sims, and unfortunately they deactivated their Tumblr page, so I no longer have access to a direct link. However, I have provided links for two cast background packs that are very similar to what I'm currently using. The next mod I have is very subtle, but I noticed a difference, especially with lighter clothing, and it is the immersive cast lighting by Lumia Sims. And so what this lighting mod does is it removes the blue/green backlight that you see in cast. And so here's the before and here's the after, and like I said before, it's very subtle, but it is definitely much more noticeable with lighter clothing. Okay, so the next mod I have is the More Cast Columns mod by Weirbusu. And so originally you only have 2 columns, which can be very tedious, especially if you have a lot of custom content. They have different variants that you can choose from. When I was on my MacBook Air, I could only do 3 columns, but now I'm able to do 4 columns, which makes looking for custom content much easier. And so yeah, this mod is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, the next mod I have in my game is the Stand Still and Cast mod by Mizurayuki. And as you can see here, Chastity, my model sim, is standing still while in cast. This mod basically removes all the idle animations, which is perfect, especially when you want to adjust your Sims makeup or accessories. This mod just basically makes using cast so much more easier. Okay, I hope I'm not flying through this because I don't want you guys to get confused on anything, especially for beginner Sims, but we do have a lot of content to cover and I don't want this video to be super long. But now we're going to move on to defaults that I have in my game, which basically overrides the base game features. And so the first default item that we're going to talk about is the default skin blend I'm using. I am using the Enomium skin blend by neecxle. And so the first thing I'm going to do is remove the skin details from Chastity so that you're able to see the default skin. And so this is what Chastity looks like with the skin blend. neecxle also has a bunch of preview pictures on their page as well for you guys to check out. But we're going to move on to the skin details since we're here. And so I'm going to show you guys my absolute favorite skin details. The first one is by Twisted Cat. It is the So Creamy skin overlay, and this is what it looks like on Chastity, and oh my gosh, look at the difference it makes. I love this skin overlay so much. I like to stack skin overlays to give a more detailed look to my Sims, and I'll usually use the Ooze Smooth skin overlay by Lumia Sims. This is what it looks like. Or I will use the Milk Tea skin overlay by Capital Co, and this is what it looks like. And what I like about this skin overlay is that there are different options to choose from. So we have one with eye bags. We even have one with facial wrinkles for elder Sims. And yeah, this is one of my absolute favorite skin overlays. Okay, so the next default overlay I want to show you guys are Chastity's eyes. These are the Whisper Eyes by Dangerously Free Jellyfish, and I am obsessed with them. Here's a close-up look on them, and I'll show you guys different shades of them. And yeah, they are so cute, and I've been using these for years. Have not changed from them at all, and I honestly don't ever plan on changing them. Okay, so moving on to her eyelashes. These are my go-to eyelashes, and they are by Kijiko, and I absolutely love these. But these eyelashes are go-to for all my Sims because I'm also using Kijiko's No EA Eyelashes mod. And so what this does is it removes the eyelashes from your Sims that EA provides. And so as you can see here, well actually hold on. And as you can see here, Chastity does not have the EA eyelashes. And yeah, they come in a lot of variants that I like. Okay, moving on to teeth. These are not defaults, but I basically give all of my Sims this set of teeth, and they are the Pearl Teeth by Simtone. And so they just kind of give your Sims more depth to their teeth. So here's what they look like before, and then this is what they look like after. Okay, moving on to hairlines. So I use hairlines for all of my Sims just because I find that the hairlines in the game to be very harsh. And so here's Chastity with her hairline, and here's Chastity without her hairline. Okay, so the first set of baby hairs I'm going to be showing are by C Productions, and this is part of their Snatched Edges collection. And these are perfect for when your Sims are wearing braided or updo hairstyles. So here's what they look like. I absolutely love them. And as I said before, they work perfect with updo hairstyles as well. Moving on, we have this collection of baby hairs by Setsuki, and I am obsessed with these. This collection comes with multiple variants, and I'm going to show them to them right now. Okay, before we move on to my male sim, there's one more default that I used to use in my game. I'm currently having issues with it. I think it's conflicting with one of my mods and I still do not know which one. So in the meanwhile, I'm using the non-default version of this, but I used to use the default version of it, and it is the default feet for my Sims. And so these default feet are by Magic Bot, and this is what my Sims feet now look like. They are much more detailed and not blocky like before. Well, actually, they're not that bad looking here. I don't know, in game they look pretty bad, but I just prefer this look better. Okay, so moving on to my male sim, this is Romeo, and I have a default body preset that I use for my male Sims. It is the Body 2 by Lumia Sims, and it's a default placement top for my male Sims, and this is what it looks like. And I love it so much. It looks so much better than what the game originally has. I also use body hair for my Sims, and my go-to body hair is by Lumia, and here are a few variants of that hair. And as you can see, it comes in a wide variety of colors. Okay, so I think that's it for skin details and cast defaults. Now we're going to move on to presets and sliders that I use in my game. And as I said before, I don't really have that many presets for my male Sims. I typically just use the default top replacement by Lumia Sims. However, I do use a lot of body sliders for my male Sims. The first one is the height slider mod by Lumia Sims, and basically you're able to adjust your Sim's height by clicking on their neck and dragging it up and down. I also have a shoulder slider by Highland, and you can adjust this by clicking on your Sim's shoulder and raising it up and down. Okay, we're gonna go back to Chastity to show some more body sliders that I have in my game. Okay, so I do have a breast slider, and what this does is you're able to adjust the separation between your Sim's breast. And so this is what it looks like. I also have a booty slider, and what this does is you're actually able to enhance your Sim's hip dips, which I appreciate. And so what you'll do is you'll click on your Sim's bum and raise it up or down to kind of enhance the hip dips. Like that. It's such a nice slider to have in your game. Okay, so I have 3 sliders by Vibrant Pixels. I have a calf slider, a hip dip slider, and a thigh slider. And so here's what the thigh slider looks like. Here's what the calf slider looks like. You can adjust your knees. Here's what the side profile of that calf slider looks like. You're able to raise the height of your calves. And then for the hip dip slider, this adjusts the height of your Sim's hip dips. So if you click on your Sim's feet and you raise it up and down, as you can see here, Chastity's hip dips raise and lower. And so I also have a few body presets that I use for my female Sims, and I'll share a few of my favorites for you guys. These 2 are my absolute favorite body presets to use in the game. This is the Pear and Hourglass presets by Naziri. Here's what the Pear preset looks like. Like I am in love. And then here's the Hourglass preset. Another favorite preset is the Pearl Body preset by Mandy, and this is what it looks like. Okay, moving on to facial presets. I don't have many, but we'll start off with the nose. The first one I use is by Stretch Skeleton. It is the nose preset number 4, and this is what it looks like. Here's a side profile of it, and you're able to adjust it to your liking. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the preset I use for Mimi Howard, and it's so cute. The next set of nose presets I have are by Peachy Fairy, and it's part of their Control preset pack. This is what the first nose looks like, and this is what the second nose looks like. Okay, moving on to lip presets. My go-to lip presets are by Stretch Skeleton. This is the mouth preset number 6, and then this is the mouth preset number 3. Okay, so now that we're done with the presets and sliders, we're gonna move on to the next section, which are my favorite cast CC creators. So we're gonna start with the top, which is hairs, and then work our way down and eventually get to my favorite shoe CC creators. And I'll also do a male version of this as well. So we're gonna start off the female hair first. One of my absolute favorite hair CC creators is Sim Celebrity. I'm in love with their content. Like, look at this hair. I'm obsessed. This is the hairstyle that I currently have on Chastity. Here's another one. And yeah, I am in love with this creator. I really am. One of my absolute favorite hair creators. Okay, so the next creator is aashwarr's Oh Brittany. And I'm gonna show you a few of my favorites from this creator. Okay, I need to remove her baby hairs because it was covering the detailing. But here are some of my favorites. Another personal favorite is neecxle. Here's one of my absolute favorite hairstyles in the game. Here's the second favorite. The next creator is Sim's Trouble, and all of Mimi Howard's natural hairstyles come from this creator. This is what they look like. Some of the hairstyles even come with a more detailed strand version, and this is what this version looks like. And yeah, I absolutely love this creator as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this next creator is one of my absolute favorites. This is Sleeping Sims, and they make a lot of natural and braided hairstyles, and I'm gonna show a few of them to you guys because they are stunning. They are stunning. This is one of those hairstyles where you'll use the baby hairs for. Here's another one. I love this one. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Aretha B, and as you can see, love their content as well. Here are some of my favorites from this creator. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to makeup, and there's 2 cast creators that I absolutely love. The first is Stretch Skeleton. They have a set of eyebrows that I use on so many of my Sims. So this is what they look like. They also have a set of lipsticks that I religiously use on all of my Sims. So this is what the first one looks like. And here's what the second one looks like. Moving on to the second creator we have is Twisted Cat. And here are a few of my favorite eyebrows from them. They also have this beautiful glitter set, and this is what it looks like, and I am obsessed with it. Here's an eyeshadow as well. So pretty and pigmented. And this might be my absolute favorite lipstick. This is the Pudding lipstick, and here are a few swatches. So we're gonna move on to clothing, and we're gonna start with my absolute favorite cast creator, hands down. It is Scentate. And as you can see, I won't have time to go through every single one of their pieces. Just know that they're all my favorite. So I'm just gonna randomly choose some to show you guys. Like, here's this sweater. Like, is this not gorgeous? I am in love. We also have this top that I'm obsessed with. So pretty, so pretty. We also have this top. I love their full body pieces so much more. We have Chastity's dress from earlier. This is what it looks like. They also make formal attire. This was Mimi Howard's dress for her award ceremony. Another personal favorite. And yeah, definitely check out Syntate. One of my next favorite creators is aashwarr Brittany, and this is what their content looks like. I am in love with their content, and I love the swatches they use for all of their CC. And so here are a few of my favorites. Like I said before, they're all my favorites. If they're in my game, they're my favorites. But yeah, I love their work so much. Next we have is Aretha B, and I like their content more so for my younger sims, like my young adult and teenage sims. Here's a top by them that I love. I also like this top as well, especially the brown swatch. Here's another cute top. Here are a few swatches for it. Another cast creator favorite is Serenity, and I absolutely love their content as well. Here are a few of my favorite pieces from them. I think this might be my absolute favorite piece in the entire game. I'm not joking. Like, I love this so much. I love this set. I always use it as a sleepwear set for my sims. This creator also made the Euphoria inspired collection as well. Here's Maddie's dress and her Jacquemus jumpsuit. Moving on to shoes, my absolute favorite shoe creator would be Dallas Girl, and they just have a wide variety of shoes that I am in love with. They are also the creator of the J'adore heels that Mimi wears in all her outfits. I am obsessed with them. This might be my absolute favorite shoe in the game. And yeah, I love their work so much. Another shoe creator that I absolutely love is Juice. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they have a wide variety of shoes as well. And so I'm going to show a few of my favorites here for you guys. Love these boots so much. I love these mules right here. These are my absolute favorites. And I love the black swatch on them. Okay, so now we're going to move on to my favorite male cast CC items, and there's not much for my male sims. I typically try to use what's in game because it's actually decent. I think the most CC I have is for hairs, but there's not much clothing CC for them. And so starting off with the hairs, my favorite male hair creator is aashwarr, and I just love their work so much. They have a wide variety of hairstyles. They have dreaded hairstyles, braided hairstyles, long hairstyles, short hairstyles, like all types. This does not fit Romeo whatsoever. But my second favorite creator is aashwarr Brittany for male sim hairs. And so this is what a few of them look like. Here are a few more of the aashwarr hairstyles that I was talking about earlier. And then another creator would be Sims Trouble, and this is what a few of their hairstyles looks like. One of my absolute favorite creators for male cast CC is C Productions. Literally all of my sims are wearing their content, and it's just simple basics too, but they're very nice basics and I love them so much. Another creator is Double Plum Bob, and these are basically just recolors of what's already in game, but look at all the swatches you get, and I love these swatches. I love every single one of these swatches. And I think one thing I like about Sims is I like the male content that they give us. It's just that I don't like the swatches at all. So this is great where we can have the same items but more tasteful swatches for our male Sims. Moving on to aashwarr Brittany, I think this might be my favorite creator for male cast items. Again, love their content so much. The last clothing creator that I love is Adrian Pastel, and here's some of their work as well. Super cute. I am obsessed. And so when it comes to male shoes, I don't have much CC for them, as you can see. There's like 3 CC items that I use for all of my male sims. The first one are these Air Force Ones by The Lazy Eyelid, and they come in a lot of swatches for your sims. The next are these shoes by Aretha B, and literally all of my male sims have these shoes. All of them. These are honestly my favorite sneakers in the game. And then we have this pair by Sims, and this is what they look like. And yeah, these are basically all of my favorite CC creators when it comes to casts. Alright you guys, I think I covered a good bit of my favorite cast CC that I use in my game. I do want to remind you guys that I do have my resources page on my Tumblr, and this resource page has all the direct links for all the CC that I talked about in this video, so please be sure to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and comment. It'd be much appreciated. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next CC find / mod favorite video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.